Former U.S. President Donald Trump arrived in New York City on Monday, walking into Trump Tower ahead of his historic arraignment on Tuesday to face charges stemming from a probe into hush money paid to a porn star before the 2016 election. Security was high outside the Manhattan courthouse, where Trump is likely to be fingerprinted and photographed Tuesday afternoon. At a news conference, New York City Mayor Eric Adams warned protesters to behave themselves or face the consequences.
While there may be some rabble-rousers thinking about coming to our city tomorrow, our message is clear and simple. Control yourselves. New York City is our home, not a playground for your misplaced anger. As always, we will not allow violence or vandalism of any kind. And if one is caught participating in any act of violence, they will be arrested and held accountable, no matter who you are.
There he is!
Trump left his Florida home midday Monday to cheering supporters as his motorcade drove by to take him to his private plane at the airport, which flew him to New York. The Republican who's seeking to regain the presidency in 2024 is the first sitting or former U.S. president to face criminal charges. A grand jury voted to indict him last week. Trump was due to surrender at the Manhattan District Attorney's Office on Tuesday before appearing before a judge, where he's expected to plead not guilty. The specific charges have yet to be disclosed. Trump has said he's innocent, and his allies have portrayed the charges as politically motivated. The Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, who's leading the prosecution, is a Democrat. Former New York State Deputy Attorney General Danya Perry explains what will likely happen inside the courtroom.
Mr. Trump will be brought to the courthouse on the 15th floor of the criminal court in Manhattan, and he will appear in front of a judge who will then tell him what the charges are against him, ask him how he pleads, and will set, in this case, there will certainly be no bail, and so he will release the former president on his own recognizance and will set some schedule for the next court appearance and potentially for discovery and for motion practice. And that's fairly typical. Of course, in some ways, this is a first of its kind. There will be a Secret Service detail. There will be a lot of security and law enforcement presence to make sure that there is no violence and no disruptions.
Trump is expected to fly back to Florida after Tuesday's arraignment and deliver primetime remarks at his Mar-a-Lago estate.